You alright, guys? I need to sort this out. I'm going to get some more stuff, like a stand for the phone, and I'm going to fix this camera thing out. For the next 10 days, we're going to invest in this baby. Okay, I recorded this episode already last night, and it was a mumbling, poor audio, mumbling. Like, even by my current standards, it was fucking shocking, and it wasn't pretty. So I deleted it promptly after rewatching it, and yeah, it was bad. I think it's been a while now since I've talked about the recap about why I'm doing this and where I see it going. So look, just in case, because you never know, there might be a new listener. I've written on here "speak clearly" in capital letters. You see that? Speak clearly. Because honestly, when I watched this back last night, it was like a stroke victim just coming on. It was horrible. I just finished work and I stink of gravy and just other meat juices. It's not pretty. Also, if you hear any hoovering, that's Gaia doing those vacuum bags with her clothes, because as you can probably see by just what's next to me here, she's ready to go tomorrow. You know what? Let's move that a bit there. She's not hijacking this video. There we go. But yeah, it's yeah. So about 5 weeks ago, Gaia out of nowhere told me she'd fallen out of love with me, and it was a bolt out of the blue. It was a huge shock, a shock I'm still going through, and I imagine I will be for a while. I've not been able to adjust to a new life yet, because we still live together for 5 more days and 5 more nights. That'll be coming to an end. We say goodbye. This is Sunday evening. We'll be saying goodbye on Thursday. And yeah, and I also, yeah, she fell out of love with me, but it's fundamentally my fault. My behaviour during some of the periods of our relationship has been appalling. Just acting like a sport brat, like nothing violent or anything, but just acting like a sport brat, an ungrateful piece of shit. Taking the relationship for granted, money problems, drug problems. A lot of these are resolved now, but I think the damage was done, and yeah, I've just pushed her further and further away, and ultimately she fell out of love with me. The door's not closed for the future. I just need to go away and take everything on board and try and fix this. I think I can, but I'm not kidding myself. It's going to be a long road. So I started doing this and I asked Gaia for her permission. I wouldn't be doing this without her. She knows everything I say on here. Not in a censorship kind of a way, but she watches. And that's it. And so I do it for selfish reasons. So I've got an itchy nose again. I think that means someone's talking about you. Is that what we say? Is that what we say, like an old wives' tale? If you get an itchy nose, someone's talking about you. And yeah, and so selfishly, I get a lot out of it. A lot out of it, because a lot of my support network is in London. A lot of my best friends are in London, and I don't have that much support up north. Sorry, I've just written Mel Gibson's name down, because that reminds me of something I spoke about last night before I deleted the video. Mel Gibson. Oh, the intrigue. How's he going to sidetrack into Mel Gibson out of his bag of negativity? We'll see. And yeah, and so I do it for myself. But also, I know this is cheesy, but if one person gets, realizes if this helps one other person, but you're not the only loser. And actually, a lot of people go through this. That's my job done. If it can help one person, it'd make my fucking day. Yeah. So that's where we are. We've been living together since this has happened, and it's been very cordial. In fact, at times it's like nothing has happened, which I imagine is going to make it much, much harder in the coming weeks. But I need to get my shit together. So just to recap, a brief recap, you can go past the old episodes. Please hit the subscribe button. Please give it a like. It does help. It helps my ever decreasing ego and self-esteem. Save me. And yeah, that's it. So 5 days, 5 nights left. It definitely feels real. I'm not disputing it. Like, I'm looking around, I can barely walk through the house. It's full of bin bags and cardboard boxes. But I'm quite numb. Yeah, I still have a cry and we get upset usually when we're together. But in terms of outside of work, outside of her company, I don't even, of course I think about it, but I'm so numb to it. I think I'm just emotionally exhausted from everything. There's been a lot of other shit going on. Opening a new restaurant, which we can talk about. It's going great. That's been open less than a week now, and it's going fantastic. And yeah, that's where we are. But it's little habits now I need to break. Like, I quit smoking, and smoking was actually quite hard, but not as hard as I thought it was going to be. I think the next habits are going to be harder. Like, at 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning, wherever I am in the world, I'll send her a message saying good morning. I won't tell you her pet name. She'd hate me for that. I'll say good morning. Hope you have a great day. Have a great shift. I love you lots. And that's usually that'll be the first message I send to anybody every day. And that's going to be weird because from the 1st of March, there will be no contact for a set period of time, And yeah, it's gut wrenching. It's really, really hard. But we're going to turn it into a positive. And one of the positives is I'm going to start surrounding myself with creative people. I think being around creative people rubs off on you. I'm going to start going to the Frog and Bucket, which is a comedy club in Manchester. I'm going to start doing that every Monday night again. At least just being there and being around those people again. I've abandoned it for so long, and hopefully that will help, creatively, but also with my mental health. Comedians are usually fuck ups, would be politely putting it, and social outcasts and the dregs of society. So yeah, I'm looking around. I'm really looking forward to being in that environment again. And also it'll help with this because it's not going to be She's Left Me, episode 309. Eventually, and probably soon actually, it'll be comeback. I don't know, the comeback, episode 1, Diary of a Breakup. And I need to document the comeback. It might be a shit comeback. It might be like Bros. Or, I don't know, what other shit comebacks ever been? Ricky Hatton. That was a shit comeback. Foreman. George Foreman. That was a good comeback. Became world champion. So yeah, there's going to be a comeback. I don't know if I'm going to be Ricky Hatton or George Foreman. Time will tell if I get knocked out or I become heavyweight champion of the world. And judging by my increasing waistline, he'll be heavyweight champion of the world for all the wrong reasons. You fat fuck. So yeah, and I want to get fit. I even googled last night. There's many strange things on my search history on my phone, but how to get drunk healthy is a new one. I thought maybe, I don't know, dipping your baby gem in vodka overnight. But no, it turns out gin and slimline tonic. So that'll be me in Mulligan's while everyone's got a lovely pint of Guinness around them. I'll be on the, I'll just have a double gin, if that's okay. You know, no one's approaching you if you've got a gin and tonic in your hand. No self-respecting woman's going to approach you in a bar. But yeah, there you go. And I was dating. I don't want a girlfriend. I don't want a girlfriend for a long time. Especially not for the next 12 months because I want to bring Guy back. But I want a date. I've got to be busy. Guy's got to get laid. And I think I'm going to be a terrible date. I can't do that whole faking interest thing where, you know, oh, so what do you do for a job? Oh, and that generic office job sounds so much fun. As my jaw hits the ground with boredom. Oh, how long have you been doing generic office job for? Just like, yeah, and Sally, she's a bitch. She's always like slagging everyone else off in the office. Oh God, Jesus Christ, faking interest. I can't do it. I don't have that. I don't have that left in me. That fight. I can't do charm anymore. I've got the charm of a sex offender. It's not good. The Yorkshire Ripper had more charm than me. It's not good. It's not good when a serial murderer is more charming than you. But Ted Bundy was charming. Zac Efron played Ted Bundy. I don't know. No, let's not go there. Certainly not share that with social media. Jesus Christ. And yeah, and unlike Gaia, if there's ever a tale of two cities, Gaia's moving into a very nice apartment, which I helped find her. God, I'm such a fucking sap. And yeah, and she's got this lovely apartment in the city centre. And I'm going to be living in an empty room surrounded by bin bags for the next 3.5 months. Until I get a place. I'm not in a position where I can go and get a place just yet. And yeah, and if all that fails and I don't win it back next 12 months, I probably will move back to London. I'm probably going to move back to London. Yeah, Mel Gibson. Have you ever seen that Mel Gibson film, What Women Wants? Have you ever seen that? And it's about, I think it's called What Women Wants. Is it What Women Want? What Women Wants? We want an anti-Semite, Mel. Oh, poor Mel. Did he ever recover? I loved Apocalypto. Apocalypto was a fucking masterpiece. If you've not seen Apocalypto, go watch Apocalypto. He like wrote a whole language just for this film. It's fucking incredible. And anyway, what women wants is he can read what women are thinking. Like he'll be in like in a bus and he'll see, I don't know if this happens, or another woman's own, and she'll be thinking, oh God, what's that fucking creep staring at me for? And you go, oh, that's the gist of the whole movie. But I always like that question, that drunk stoner question, or if you could have a superpower for a day, what would it be? I always thought time travel. If that's is that a superpower? But I've always been obsessed with time travel. And I always thought time travel. Now, time travel would be good because I could go back and amend the shit that has caused this situation, which I'm currently in. or I could just go back and enjoy the memories we've had together again. But I'm starting to think, maybe, would it be a curse reading what she thought? Would it be a curse if I could actually hear her thoughts, Gaia's thoughts? Especially during sex. Jesus Christ, be like that. God, I hope he's going to come soon. This is fucking painful. This is boring. Or be like, what is he wearing today? He promised me that was just for pajamas. God, his breath stinks. What would I do for just a bigger penis? Yeah, I'm not sure I would want to hear what women think. Yeah, that wouldn't be good. He's been wearing those underpants for 3 days. Is it jaundice? Or is he like just actually maybe half Asian with that yellow tint that he's got in his skin? Time travel, or read what people, or hear what they're saying, or hear what they're thinking. I don't know. That's it, guys. And work's going great. Work's going great, guys. Sorry, that was a weird one. A cup of tea. We're actually going for a meal together. She's really fucking stressed, by the way. She woke me up at 2 in the morning crying because it's getting a bit too much for her. I should laugh, but no, I care, and it upsets me. But yeah, she'll be fine. The sad thing is, she doesn't need me anymore. She puts a lot of weight on the fact that where she is professionally, a bit of it is down to me. But I think she overstates that. She's done all of this. It's her determination, her single-mindedness, and her talent which has got her where she is. And she's going to learn this really quick. I had nothing to do with it. Yeah, I gave her a bit of advice here and then, gave her a push now and again and a kick at the arse. But it was Gaia who got Gaia where she is today. And she's going to learn real quick that she never really needed me. And she certainly doesn't need me anymore. She's outgrown me. I just hope she misses other aspects of the relationship. Maybe my farting under the duvet. Well, on that bombshell, enjoy your weekend. I'll put this up in the next 24 hours. I hope you have a great week. There it is. It's going to be a shit one. But hang on in there. We're going to get more positive soon. I love you all. Bye-bye.